Clover Fresh Milk is the #1 milk brand in SA, made with love by Clover.
Well, the weekend is almost here, but let me just remind you about the two types of people that we get in the world. You get people who like pizza. They really like their pizza. Yeah, and a lot of us do. Then you also get people who like the pizza for its crust. They like the pizza crust. And that's why today we're going to be making a Clover stuffed cheese pizza. So a pizza stuffed with all sorts of cheeses, I'm imagining.
Yes.
And helping us do that today, this morning, is our resident chef, Melandi Esterhuizen, who's been a part of the Espresso family, but this is the first time you're seeing on the screen. So let's give her a warm Espresso kitchen on-screen welcome, ladies and gents. It's Melandi Esterhuizen. That's it. So I've seen you many, many times walking around. You're always baking something. You're always decorating a cake. Busy over here, busy over there with icing, busy everywhere, just making all sorts of baked goods. Is this your passion?
It is definitely my passion. I found it very young in my life to enjoy baking.
Yeah.
And I remember as a kid baking with my grandmother in the kitchen, and that was my favorite thing over weekends to do, school holidays.
Yeah.
So I've always had a passion for baking.
Fantastic. And today you're going to be expressing some of this passion with us because you're making the Clover cheesy crust pizza. What exactly is this about?
Okay, so I'm one of the people who like the crust rather than the pizza. So we are going to make the dough by adding some oil, some delicious clover oil. Oop.
Ooh, some nice clover olive pride. You can never go wrong with that. It's just absolutely amazing. It's got a blend of extra oils and extra virgin olive oil.
Yes.
I love it, yeah.
We're going to add some salt for some extra flavor. The yeast, which is going to make the dough rise. And then some lukewarm water. This is just to activate the yeast.
How much water is too much water? When do you know when you've just got a bit too overboard there?
Well, different breads has different amounts of water in. So with pizza, I like a wetter dough.
Okay.
So you'll see, this is the consistency of the dough. And once it's done kneading, you'll see it's very bouncy.
Yes.
And that's when you know it's ready.
Okay, so we're looking for that bounce when
Yes.
when we're baking. The key word is Clover. SMS Clover to 33728. We'll send you an SMS with a link to the recipe. Now, Clover cheese range includes a variety of different cheeses ranging from cheddar to Gouda, Tussers, white cheddar and mature cheddar cheese blocks, all the way to feta. They've got a whole spectrum and a whole range of cheeses that makes it super easy, and it speaks to anybody's taste, which you are absolutely going to love. Okay, so you're just getting all of that done. You're mixing it all in there in the bowl.
So you're going to knead this for about 15 minutes until the dough becomes elastic and bouncy like it is here.
Okay.
And then you're going to proof this for about an hour. Now, I have a tip or a trick how to make this quicker.
If you don't have an hour.
If you don't have an hour.
Most people don't have an hour.
Yes, so you can preheat your oven to 40 degrees Celsius and put a bowl of boiling water at the bottom of the oven.
Okay.
And then you put your covered bread dough in the oven, and that will speed up the process by at least 30 minutes.
So you're shaving your time in half. That is a heck of note. I mean, after this piece of information, I can't imagine anyone still doing it the traditional 1 hour way. Okay, cool. So now we've got this. Let's say we've got it to this point here. So what do we do?
you're going to roll it out to about 1 centimeter thick, and then you're going to take some Clover cheese.
Nice.
Now, you can take any toppings, as long as there's a lot of cheese in.
Okay.
It doesn't really matter what you put in.
Because it is about the cheese, especially for this one. It is a Clover cheesy crust pizza after all,
The more cheese, the better. I love the cheese. So I like olives. I don't know what you like.
I like anything and everything that goes in the mouth, eh? As long as it's not going to kill me, I'll eat it. I'll take it.
So we'll top it with a good amount of olives.
Nice.
And then we're going to close this off. Now, you need to be sure to pinch this close, or else
I've
once
seen
you
people
bake
do this.
it, so when you bake it and this is not closed proper, it's going to burst open, and then all that cheese goodness is going to... And then you have no goodness.
Then you have no goodness. No,
Yes.
we want all the goodness. Okay, so you've pinched it all nicely. You're getting it together.
So now we're just going to roll it into a nice circle.
Okay, to get
And pinch the sides closed as well.
Okay.
And then you're going to pop this in a baking tray and put it in the oven, and you're going to bake that until it's nice and crispy. First, we'll brush it with a bit of clover butter mixed with some parsley and garlic, because who doesn't like garlic?
Who doesn't like garlic?
I love garlic.
And how long would you put this in the oven for once you've done it? Are you looking for it to look crispy and almost golden?
So every oven is a bit different. Normally you'll bake it for about 25 minutes. But you can also put this in the braai.
Oh, yes. Okay, so there's actually many ways to make a cheesy stuffed crust pizza. But while we put this in the oven, let's take a look at those steps on the recap. Have a look. Okay, so you're just gonna pinch.
Nobody ever wants the pizza crust, but that's because it's not a Clover cheese stuffed pizza crust. In fact, these are so good, we left the pizza out completely. Add 5 cups of bread flour to a mixing bowl, along with a teaspoon of salt, a touch of pride, a packet of instant yeast, and 550 milliliters lukewarm water. Mix to form a dough. Then knead for 15 minutes and cover and leave to double in size. Knock down the dough, then roll it out to half a centimeter thickness and 8 centimeters in width. Arrange cubed Clover tussers and Clover mature cheddar cheese down the length of the dough. Scatter over sliced green and black olives. Then, working from the left to right side, fold and pinch the dough until securely closed. Shape the dough into a ring and brush over garlic and herb butter. Bake at 220 degrees Celsius for 15 to 20 minutes and serve. Crispy on the outside and soft and cheesy on the inside, this Clover cheese stuffed pizza crust will be a delicious party snack served with your favorite dipping sauce.
Made with love by Clover.
Oh, hello. Cheesy, crusty pizza. This is absolutely amazing. Melandi, you're such a rock star. I mean, it comes out looking so good and it looks so impressive. You'd swear it's taken so much more time to prepare. It's an easy to make pizza recipe, but that absolutely works, right?
And it's perfect for a get-together. I mean, slicing this, just dipping into your favorite sauce.
Yeah.
I like tomato sauce. I don't know, some people like honey mustard.
Yeah.
We've got some basil pesto here, but I prefer the tomato. I'm a tomato
you and I
person.
can hang out. You and I can totally hang out. Well, the keyword is Clover. SMS Clover to 33728. We'll send you an SMS with a link to the recipe. This is super easy and it looks really delicious. Ah, man, can I bite just to
Yes,
check?
please. But you should dip it first.
Quality control first.
Clover Fresh Milk is the #1 milk brand in SA. Made with love by Clover.